Hi guys, hello there. So today I would like to talk a little bit about my job as a travel agent. I had a few incidents over the past week which made me really angry and frustrated, so I really need to share a few information with you right now. Just today I posted on my social media about a boat company who operates tours from Bali to the Gilis, which is a very unreliable company. They just went bankrupt and they're renaming their business. They're relaunching under another name, and I shared this information on my social media, on my Facebook. And this guy, who I know since many years, I think it's been 7 or 8 now, we're not knowing each other well, but we met back then in Sydney when I was working as a travel agent there, and he helps running a tour company too. He had a go at me. I should not be trash talking about other companies, and I could not believe this. How can you not want to share an information like this? Let me give you a little bit background on this company. So this company lost this customer's bag. Many incidents happened with that company. So the major ones were they lost the customer's bag in the middle of the ocean, including passports and laptops, and the engines exploded, so the boat had to ship back to the Gilis, and the people on board didn't know if they will make it or not. Apart from other small things like the aircon didn't work and everyone was throwing up and stuff like that, like repetitively happened with this one company. And I shared this information on my timeline, and this guy wasn't happy about it and said like, I'm doing self-promotion here, using other businesses fucked up experiences. And yes, that's what I do. This is my job. I'm a travel agent, and I share this information with you. And I think it's the right thing to do, to share this important information with you, because this company is dealing with people's lives. It's not like a mini mistake every company makes, like the tour guide was late or the driver didn't show up or something like that. You're dealing with people's lives, and you can't really afford to make any mistakes there. And yeah, I was really upset about this for some time now, but I'm okay now. So that's the thing. This is my job. This is my job to share this information and to recommend reliable companies to my customers. Like most of the companies I'm working with, I have met myself. I've met their staff, and I've been on their trips. So I know how they operate. I know how the communication is, the service with the customer. Do they take care of you or not, and stuff like that. Like, this is what makes my job. Like, I am not selling any rubbish. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, let's move on to the next example. So how do I make my money? Let me explain this to you in a maybe my messaging on my website is not right or something like this. People didn't check it. I make my money. I create customized itineraries for people. People contact me. They say, I want to go to Bali, for example, or Australia or whatever. I want to go in June. I have 2 weeks. That's my budget. That's my interest. Make something magical out of this, and I do. And people are happy with my service. I have returning paying customers who are happy for me to create their itineraries. Now, constantly I receive messages every single day, a few messages, people picking my brain, people wanting information, people rocking up at my house without any appointment. Just like a few days ago, this guy rocks up at my house with his mother. He didn't have an appointment. I just come back from dinner with my friends, and I had a few hours left on the day which were planned to finish an itinerary for returning paying customers, right? However, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to send him back. We sat down for about an hour together. His mother, me and him. I listened to them, what they want to do, how much time they have, where they want to go, what they want to see, what they're interested in. And then I create this itinerary for them. They leave. It was like 8 p.m. or something at night. And I say, like, I create something for you. I'll get back to you within the next hour or two. That's then 10 p.m. at night. I was still on WhatsApp with the company I'm working with here, which is a very reliable company. I'm standing up for them. So anyways, I was still on WhatsApp with this company trying to organize trips for those guys at 10 p.m. at night. And he agreed. I sent him all the things, and he's like, yeah, okay, we want to be picked up tomorrow, go to Ubo and stuff like that. I have detailed it all out, like every person who would have had a look at this PDF would have understood what is this about. However, for some reason there was still some mistakes, and anyways, in the end they bailed. His mom was like, yeah, great, let's do it all. And he's like, in the morning the driver was ready, the driver of the company, I booked him in, they came down here to Canggu to pick him up, and then he's like, oh, we just want to have the ride, the free ride. I'm like, what do you mean by free ride? Like, if you book the trip with the company, they come and pick you up for free and do the trip with you, yes. But what do you mean by free ride? Like, so this guy was expecting a free ride. He was expecting me to work for free, to sit down for 3 hours and create an itinerary for free. Okay, so it's not that we are like, we know each other. He lived with us for a few months in the co-living place here. But it's not that we like friends since 20 years. And even though my friends I know since 20 years, they pay me to do my job. Like, this is how I make my money. If you want to have a free consultation, you go to another agency, you get a boring itinerary, whatever everyone else is doing, and you get this for free, and you go on a trip where everyone is going to. Very average, very mainstream. If that's your jazz, you go and do that. In Facebook, constantly people just randomly ring me. That nowadays you make appointments, you don't just ring someone anymore, right? You make appointments with this person. Do you have time for a call on this day, on this time? And then I'll get back to you and say yes or no. So still, well, this guy, for example, is a returning customer too. He keeps ringing me at night since about a week. Like, he's in the UK, I'm in Bali. He knows I've moved over here for a while. But this is just not things you do. You can't just randomly call me. This other guy I've never met in my life. Just moved to Bali. We're just friends on Facebook because he was meant to move into one of our houses here. I've sent him in the right directions to set up a few things. He needed some help with something, and I put him in contact with a few people, this and that. The other day he drops me a message, and just some random message like, how are you, or something like that. I was in the middle of work. I was creating an itinerary for this other couple. 10-15 seconds later I saw this message. I closed the chat because I was concentrating on something else, and 10-15 seconds later I get another message from him saying like, it takes about a second to be polite. I don't really have any words for this, but yeah, does it mean I'm impolite if I don't reply to you randomly on a chat within the next 10 seconds? Yes, I do make myself available to chat to you guys, but there's also like a limit to it, and my time is not for free anymore. If you come to me, you get a personalized itinerary. I put my expertise, my knowledge, and your interest into this, a lot of time. And when it comes down to my time, you know, I'm very protective to my time, because this is my life. Like, I go out there, I research all the things in order to provide the best service possible to you, right? I go through a lot of struggles. I spend a lot of money on things because sometimes travel agents get things for free, so you know, they can build a nice relationship with the customer and stuff like that, but not all the time. So I spend a lot of money into these experiences myself in order to get a better understanding of the company, how they work and stuff like that. So in general, my point is like, I am not a charity. I do not work for free. If you want to have a kick-ass itinerary, please talk to me. Send me an email and I will let you know what we can do for you. I know too much to work for free. I've been through so many experiences. I've been in this job for so many years. And yeah, it's, well, you know, my customers, they're very happy with me. They come back over and over again, year after year, and they're happy with the service. They're happy with the itineraries I create for them. They're happy with the trips and the companies I connect them with. One other myth is people are like, when they hear agent, no matter what agent they hear, they're like, oh my god, it's gonna be so much more expensive. It's not. You're not paying more money. You are paying maybe even the same price or a cheaper price if you book through a travel agent. Travel agents know their things. Travel agents have relationship with the companies, and they can even get you They can even get you freebies along the way. You will have, for sure, you will have a better time in your holidays. You will save lots of time researching the thing, and in the end you don't even know anyways what you're doing, or you know, the company, if that's reliable or not. There is reviews online about companies, yes. Do you know how real they are? Nowadays you can fake lots of reviews, yes. So, you know, if you... Anyways, enough jabba jabba. So I'm gonna go now to the airport to pick up one of my customers, and to wrap it all up, if you want to have a kick-ass once in a lifetime itinerary or kick-ass time in your holiday, you gotta speak to me. If you think I'm working for free for hours and hours so you can turn your back to me, turn around and go somewhere else, I am not your girl. Please unsubscribe and get off my list. If you are happy with my expertise and you would like to have a kick-ass itinerary which is full of adventure or chill or romance or whatever you're after, then you can email me please, and I will get back to you. So have a nice day and much love from Bali. It's rain season at the moment, which is beautiful too, and I will speak to you soon. Peace out.